Hey guys, Billy Black here, and I'd like to talk to you guys about some funny stories about the relationships I have been in the past year or two. And these are all absolutely true stories, as you can imagine. You can't make this kind of shit up with me. Now this is blog TV kind of shit that I'm talking about here. It's the shit I talk about on my blog TV every time I go on the air. Alright, so in the past couple of years I've had two girls live with me. And it's made me learn a lot about myself and a lot about relationships in general. When someone actually lives with you and they're there all the fucking time, and you're not alone. They're fucking there from now on. One of them, this is a true, honest to God story. I told her to do the dishes, and not to be misogynistic or anything like that, but she made a bunch of dirty dishes that I had nothing to do with. Who should clean them up, you know? All right, you know, I do my own dishes. She should do her own dishes. Anyway, instead of cleaning them, she put them in the oven to hide them from me. So she like the pots and pans and the Pyrex, just put them in the fucking oven. Fuck you, Billy. And the next day or whenever, I was upstairs and I heard the smoke alarm go off, which is no big thing. She probably just burned some grease or whatever. So I just walked downstairs to check on her, and she had turned the smoke alarm off. And I was like, well, you burn something in here? Something on fire, huh? She's like, yeah. And I didn't think anything of it. Then I saw on the stove, one of the eyes of the stove, smoke was billowing out of the eye, like from the oven. And I was like, did you put out the fire? And she's like, no. So I open up the oven, and one of the Pyraxes, the dirty Pyraxes from the dirty dishes, she stuffed in there, had like cheese or something on it, and it caught fucking fire. So there was a flaming fucking Pyrex dish in there, which was made out of glass. And I'm like, oh shit. And so like I panic, and hindsight's always 20/20. This wasn't the best idea in the world, but I was like, fucking, I pulled out the tray that the Pyrex, and I was like, fucking throw water on it. And she throws water on it, and of course it caused it to fucking explode. So like this glass just shot everywhere, and it burned holes in the linoleum floor. And then we swept it up, and what does she do when she sweeps it up? She dumps it in the sink. Yeah, we got a garbage disposal, that's okay. You don't put glass in a goddamn garbage disposal, woman. But anywho. Also, you have to learn to live, when a girl lives with you guys, you gotta learn to deal with their periods. And I didn't think anything, okay, they're on their period now. We're just not gonna fuck for a week. That's just how it's gonna work. Oh well, who fucking cares, right? But they bleed on shit. That blood gets places, like underneath the rim of the toilet. That's where it goes all the fucking time. I don't know why. I don't know if they're just like dancing on the fucking toilet rim. But you lift up the toilet rim to take a piss. It looks like someone was murdered in your house. That's what it looks like. And also, now this is a topic for another blog some other day, but basically it deals with sex. I love sex, don't get me wrong now. But when you have someone living with you who are nymphos, who turn out to be fucking nymphos, they want to have sex all the time, and it's great for like the first month or two. You're like, holy shit, I can have sex whenever I want it. This is amazing. And you fuck like rabbits. And after like a month or so, you're like, all right, that's enough. You know, it's kind of, the novelty kind of wears off. You're like, okay, I'm fucking the same hole over and over again, and it's not like they're really doing. Women expect us to be conditioned to we're always horny at all times. Like they don't have to do shit. Fuck you. You should have an erection 24/7, but it doesn't work that way. And so like they haven't bathed that day and their breath stinks or something like that. Or something gross is going on, and you don't want to fuck them. It's like not tonight. And one of the girlfriends. This is how she said she wanted sex. I'd just be sitting here, like after a long day of work, I'm just like sitting here, just relaxing, trying to be myself, and then the door just flies up. She like kicks the door open, boom, and she just comes in. Can we have sex tonight? Like that, like it's intimidating. And I'm like, I don't really feel like it tonight, to be honest with you. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna call up one of my guy friends and just go hang out with him for a little while. I'll be home about 5 a.m. That's the shit. I swear to God, that's what happened. You're like, whoa, what the fuck? And here's another thing about having sex, guys. You learn this when when someone fucking lives with you, and you guys have casual sex. You have to make sure she comes. You have to get her off. If you come before she does, and you don't make her come, it's going to be a rough fucking night for you, man. You better come up with something fast to get her off, because you're not having sex for you anymore. Your penis is just there. It is a machine. It is supposed to get her off. You are her fucking flesh and blood vibrator walking around. That's what you are from now on, guys. So I also feel I need to tack on exactly what's happened with those girls since then. The first one, it kind of got a little stale. I don't want to say anything bad about her or anything like that, but then I started talking to the other girl. Word of advice, guys, if you're going to cheat, don't text message. Text messaging is the downfall of the cheating man. She got a hold of my phone, saw the text, blew the fuck up. So she's still living with me, even though we've broken up. And the other girl moves in with me while the other one's still there. And there wasn't any conflict. They became like the best of friends. And whenever they were both mad at me, they could get together and just talk about, how I was awful. Like, he doesn't want to have sex. That's how that worked. And so then the other one, we just fought all the time. So then we broke up. So the first one, it's getting confusing, I know. The first one moved away. And then the second one stayed with me after we broke up for God only knows how long, but we just fought all the time. Still had sex, which is weird, but then she moved away. And it's like, alright, so then I hit the dating scene again. And Craigslist, guys, Craigslist will get you guys laid every time. If I can get any more advice out there, any more skeezy advice, if you're hitting the dating scene, it's not working out too well, just go to Craigslist. It's the lazy man's answer to the bar. And just find a woman. I found a woman on there, came over, cute, big fucking head though. Her head was like this fucking big. I was like, God damn, woman. She's like an orb just walking into the room, But anyway, she was over the first night. She just came over and we had sex and it was alright. Then I even blogged about like that night too, like on Blog TV. And then we never spoke again. And then now I've been trying to talk to other girls, having no luck. One of them had a kid, which is no problem. But we just stopped talking. That's how it works for me. Everything will be going great, and then we'll stop talking. So I don't fucking know, guys. But talking to another girl now, she has a big fucking head too, so I have high hopes.